Just for the purposes of clarity, my brother, you are highlighting a financial year of 2022 to 2023. Are you basically saying that at this time, MEC Makume was not the MEC of the same department?
I'm saying that money, the one that is spoken about by your company, your media house, belongs to that financial year, right? We're not exonerating the MEC that he was not part of the department and so on. Because he inherits both the good and the bad from the department. But, there's been some attacks to his persona now. So it was important for us to also say that this belongs to this financial year.
Okay. Before we talk about those attacks, Mabona, can we pass through this one? Get past through this one. Are you saying that he was the MEC when this money was returned to the National Treasury? Right.
He was what?
He was the MEC of the department by then.
Meaning, no, that year under review, basically he was 2022. He was where? I think he was working for National Department of Human Settlement. I was working in the office of the minister.
Sure, that's the point that I want us to get to it, that to confirm whether he was the MEC or whether he was not the MEC by there.
He became the MEC in March. I think in March, né? Let me confirm. I'm just not sure at the back of my head when did he become MEC.
Okay, I'll give.
But what is the intention of the question?
What I want to understand. Remember, we called you for purposes of clarity. You released this media statement after we have reported to say the Department of Human Settlement has returned more than 600 million to the National Treasury. Then you released this statement to say that the MEC is vowing not to surrender any cent to the National Treasury. So I'm saying to you, was he part of the department by the time this more than 600 million was returned to the National Treasury? That is my first question.
Statement says, I think I can see where we want to take us. The statement says we vow not to take back money in the current financial year, which is 2023, 2024. 2023, 2024 started in April. It will end in March next year, the current financial year.
Which is not 2022, 2023.
Yes.
So it's what you are saying is that in the current financial year, you are not going to repeat the issue of taking 600 million to the National Treasury.
Correct.
Okay, let's get to the second question. I find you now. Let's get to the second question. You spoke about the personal attacks. What are these personal attacks? How are they related to the issue of taking the money back to the National Treasury?
Would rather not go there. Would rather not go there. Would rather not even comment, Mipra.
Are these allegations tested or are they just allegations?
They are just allegations.
Okay. Let's
want to comment on them entirely.
Let's do this, Mabona, because one of the things that we wrote the article, or one of the reasons behind, it's because of we know that this department is still owing a lot of people in Free State in terms of removing asbestos on their roofs. People are living in conditions that are not decent. that are not respectful and that are not
Yeah, your article
dignified.
says.
So,
Where's your article? Let me check out your article. Your article says something of that nature. That
sure, I'm going there. I'm going there. Let
we
me let me ask you a question quickly.
mm,
So, people are living in those conditions. We can confirm that there are people that are still living in those conditions. What are you doing with that matter? Since you are also saying that he's not returning any money, what's happening in terms of the progress? How many households you have helped by now since he's been the MEC?
look, the asbestos revitalization project is what you want to talk about, I guess.
It's part of the article. Your statement is responding
Yeah,
to the article. Sure.
not even responding to that article alone.
Okay.
It's just clearing the air that look, there was confusion on even where does the money belong, to which financial level does the money belong to. Asbestos project, we have appointed a contractor through DBSA. The department currently will, in the financial year that is under review, 2023-24, will spend 79 million. Ne? But it's a multi-year project. What we're done with is a re-verification, because from that project of Muslim of the things, when I in court,
Sure.
2016, that project, they might have confirmed 16,000 houses that had asbestos. But from then and now, we also needed to know how many asbestos things do we still have. So we did one, that verification. But in some parts of Zamdela, I'm sure you are familiar with Sasolburg.
I'm familiar with the whole Free State.
Yeah.
Sure.
We may not be giving the statistics because I could be saying 5 houses, or I could be saying one house, and then there's 3 more houses that are being done now, or were done last week. But it's quite a number now that they've been removing throughout the province. They have started these PSPs. They've been appointed and they've started.
So you are unable to give us at least estimations.
The asbestos money, the point is that the asbestos money is not lost, as your article suggests. Your article says we've taken back asbestos money.
No. Let me correct you. The article says the department has taken back 600 million or more than 600 million, while people are still living in conditions whereby asbestos are still not removed by the same department that has been delaying to remove asbestos. We are talking about the department. We are not even talking about the MEC.
No, I'm not.
Which is it's a fact.
To the MEC. Now, the asbestos project has started and will be finished. That's the commitment MEC has been making. That look.
Granted. But I'm asking you a simple question: how many households you have helped by now? Estimation.
What do you mean helped? Where we've removed?
Yes.
I won't tell you. I wouldn't know off by head. Unless you can say you'll call me in a day or two. Maybe we can talk about numbers.
Okay.
But it would then mean that we must call the service provider on the ground, and then he gives us the state of the day and all of that.
I'm worried, Mabona, and on behalf of the people of Free State. You have released a statement You are speaking about getting rid of asbestos roof, but
Mm.
at this point, you are unable to give us at least the figures, the estimations. You are speaking about the appointment of the service providers, the contractors. You are also saying in your statement that they are already on the site and the work is continuing. But I'm asking you a simple question about the same work to say, give us
My
estimations.
brother, my brother, no, 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 no. Don't be disingenuous here. I'm saying to you, I wouldn't be able to give you now. You know, I'm arriving now from work and I can't just give you numbers now. But if you're saying to me, let's go confirm on the ground tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, we call each other or we text each other, I give you the numbers. That is doable.
But in your statement, Mabona, I get your point, and I think I'll give you that chance to probably go and come back and give us those numbers. But I'm asking you questions that are related to a media statement that you have released based on the article that we have written, and even more than that, as you say that it's not only necessarily based on that
Not
article.
only you, the people calling on the site, individuals, not even media house, not journalists. And there are also other media inquiries, more or less the same. So we had to just give out that, look, for money not to be taken back or to be surrendered back to treasury, it means that you don't have the projects or you don't have the contractors in place. But our was to demonstrate, the statement is just to demonstrate one thing, that look, we are going to spend the money because of the contractor appointed in Geostel, contractor appointed in Dark and Silver City, asbestos, of water and sewer, constant and a lot of a number of places, welcome, yeah, a number of places where we have appointed. Some were still going to be appointed. So the money is committed
Mm.
and the money has plans. That's what, in accounting terms, the treasurer would say. That you have a plan for this money, where it seems like you don't have a plan. You had this money, you had projected in your business plan that, look, during the beginning of the year, you'll submit, actually not even the beginning of the year, during this time of the year, at least October, you must have submitted a business plan to National. National must adopt your thing latest by this time of the year.
Sure.
Must grant you the business plan to say, no, no, thumbs up. Then when it gives you money, treasure, next year, you get all the grants, HSAGI, SOUP, and all of them.
Sure.
And the two grants, particularly, which are major grants.
Okay. Which is what we want to
Then,
see.
even on the basis that you said to them as national, you said to national human settlement, you wanted to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if your plan now no longer speaks to the procurement plan or no longer speaks to the commitment of money, you say you are going to remove asbestos, but you don't have a contractor, you don't have any plan of how to remove. Treasury is justified to take the money, except for when minister maybe announces that, look, we are cutting budget throughout. That I think we don't have the control of.
Sure. And that is what we want to see, Mabona. And we wish the department all the best and your team so that at least you can eradicate the mud houses, also the asbestos issue, complete some of the projects that are incomplete, give people title deeds, That is what we want to see. But now, in conclusion, before I let you go, your statement, let's possibly try for the last time to clarify the statement. You are speaking about the fact that the MEC is not going to vow any or is not going to surrender any cent to the National Treasury in the current financial year, which is of 2023 to 2024. But you are not denying the fact that in 2022 to 2023, more than 600 million returned to the National Treasury.
That is a fact. You don't deny facts. But you also don't, when you publish, you also don't deny, you also don't publish things that are not facts. We've lost amidst the asbestos crisis and all of that. Yes, the money, you see the article, also it's tiny. Or maybe it's because of maybe we don't read the financial verdict now and then. In April already, you must have known that these ones are losing how much and all of that. Last year at this time of the year, we spent what 10%, 11% maximum, compared to the current financial year, which were over 50%. And after the run of this Thursday, could be over 60 something. And by the time, the projections of our CFO is that by the time we get to March, we may be running low on funds. We may have to request from National that, look, please give us more funds. The past Minimac, let's go Bilabila, 23, 24.
Sure.
There's been a request already to say, please give us more funds.
Sure. Okay.
We seem to have overcommitted. Some of the invoices we will be able to pay.
Okay.
Should we not get more money?
Okay. Mabona, thank you so much, Mabona, for your time just to speak to us about your media statement that you have just released.